it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build and to another installment of the Squish. Today, I am building a Bohemian-inspired tiny house because I had a ton of suggestions to do one of these, and the last thing I did like this was the hippie tiny house. I did a last year sometime, which was heavily inspired by my mother. So this time, I just kind of looked up some inspiration online and had a lot of fun with it. So this has a lot of different colors. Most of it is neutral, but I had like injections of colors throughout. So I have like a lot of light browns and dark browns, but then I have pops of blue, yellow, and red, which I had a lot of fun with. The shape of this one is interesting, and I don't know, this is one of those builds, like I just sat down and was like, I don't really know what I want to build. I looked through some suggestions, I found this one, and then I couldn't get away. Like I was just like, I don't want to get up, I want to keep building, and I just got sucked into it, and I had a ton of fun doing it. So I built this last weekend, and I'm just getting to voice it over now, and I can't wait to show you guys it. But my favorite thing is probably this side porch area with that roof over it. That is an awning I sized up and kind of clipped through the walls. That's why there's an area on the roof that is boxed in. We're going to put some bushes in there to hide it, but it just looks so cute. I couldn't not do that. Although, wait, no, I didn't keep the bushes. I used these little tables from Get to Work instead to make it look like a flat top area. But I think that worked pretty well to hide it, and I just thought it looked really cute. It was interesting to have the entry to this build on the side instead of in the front. The front I just kind of have is a little fenced in porch or balcony, and I really like how that came out. But this is a tiny house for one sim. It comes in at 33,000 simoleons. It is a tier 3 small home, and it is located on the island in Windenburg. So that's all the info you need if you decide you would like to download this. And if you would like to download it, it is available on the Sims 4 gallery if you search Gryphi or the hashtag MsGryphi. That information is also down below, as well as a direct download link to the gallery website if it's easier for you to download it that way. And as you can see on screen, I couldn't make up my mind about the wall textures, the wall colors, so I did switch them out quite a few times, but we're getting closer to it. It does end up being light browns and a pop of yellow, but the yellow wallpaper we end up using outside is actually the one from Island Living instead of the base game one that we have now. And then this floor plan, I was like, we need more space inside. I need a full-on bathroom, because one thing I did do in this home is there's no sink in the kitchen. There's only a sink in the bathroom, which is a little weird, but I think it worked out in the end. And if you have issues with that, I just realized I could have added a dishwasher in the counter in the kitchen, but I forgot to do that. But that would be a good way to get around having your Sims going into the bathroom to wash dishes, because you don't really need a sink in the kitchen in The Sims. You just need a dishwasher, so that would work. But you guys could totally add that if you decide to use this house. But we're starting to work on landscaping now. I really love this little, I don't know what it would be called, the like tent covering thing that I have over the table in the yard. It's from Island Living. It's not an awning, is it? I don't know what to call it, but I think it's so pretty with the curtains on it, and I was going for very like neutrals plus blacks and whites and then pops of color in this build, and so that matched really, really well, and I just really like it. I think it's a nice cozy place for your Sims to hang out, make some food, enjoy company. So I always like to add a decent amount of outdoor living space in my tiny houses so that you can get the most out of the space that you're provided with. So that's kind of what that is. And you can see me just fiddling around with decorations over and over. I couldn't make up my mind for the longest time, and I decided to keep some of that in. I cut out a lot of it, but I don't always just pick up an item and I'm like, this is exactly what I want. I like pick up like 15 items and change my mind and rotate them a lot more. Like, I know my speed builds seem to be very like I'm spinning all over the place and crazy movement. The amount that I cut out that you guys don't see, like, this is tame, which is hilarious to me. I just want to see everything from every angle. But I did add some planters out here. I actually did imagine that the Sim living in this house travels a lot. They're not always here, so they don't need such a big space. But they are into gardening, meditation, and painting. So there is going to be an easel that we put down on the front fenced-in area. And then up here we have the meditation little seat. And we're going to be adding some flowers as well. Not these ones. I get rid of those. these plants against the wall. I think it came out really cute in the end. Fairly happy with how relaxing the balcony or the rooftop porch area looks. I feel like this would just be a nice place to be, and I imagine that chalkboard could be a place where you can write like affirmations and stuff on it, to live that happy, carefree life. So that's kind of what the thought process was up there. And I got to use these chairs from Island Living a bunch in this build. I think they are so pretty. So I was very excited to go ahead and place a couple of those throughout the build. And here we are placing the easel down on the front porch. I thought that would be a nice place, a nice peaceful place to go and paint your surroundings, get outside, enjoy nature a little bit, but not fully be out there and have your easel open to the elements. Can you imagine painting something and then it starts raining? I feel like that would just ruin your day. That would ruin my day because painting takes a long time. But anyway, we are back inside and working on the kitchen now. It's very small, like I mentioned. It does not have a sink, but it does have everything else you need, and it does have a coffee maker, which is something I don't add a lot into tiny houses, so we'll see that momentarily because I do skip around between they're all one room, but like between the different sections of rooms in this house, because when I'm working on builds, I just do that a lot. I skip back and forth based on I'm like, ooh, this idea, so I go over there. Oh no, this idea, or like when you're finding an item in the catalog. So that is why it skips around so much. But we did use this tile from Jungle Adventure in the kitchen, and I used a mini fridge. At first I had a microwave up there, but we do switch it out for a coffee maker in a little while, and then we add some shelves on the wall over here for some more clutter and storage. I think it worked out pretty well, and I love using that bright yellow rug on the floor. I think it just adds a little pop of color and ties in the yellow that we use throughout the build. Like I mentioned, there is like a variety of colors, but I tried to keep the overall theme pretty neutral. It's just like rugs and pillows and stuff like that have some more color in them, but the walls are fairly neutral. Obviously, this tile is a little bit colorful, but it's not like crazy in your face colorful. I think it's a really tasteful, pretty tile, and I was very excited to use that because I love the tile from Jungle Adventure. I feel like when it first came out, I didn't appreciate it that much, and I didn't use it very often, but now I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the prettiest tile in the game. What have I been doing? Where have I been? I've been missing out. But this is the living space. We do have just a TV and some paintings and some flowers. We're going to be adding some more plants in here as well. And then I used this tapestry kind of as a curtain over the window over here. I thought that worked out really nice. I think that one is also from Jungle Adventure. I tried to use the one from Movie Hangout Stuff because that whole pack is kind of themed as a more bohemian styled pack, but most of it was too colorful. I did use the rug here on the floor and up on the balcony as well. That is, like the beige, yellow, blacks, and browns. I think it's really pretty and not too colorful, but a lot of it is a little bit more colorful than I would like. So I did stick to only a couple of items from that pack, including this side table that the TV is on as well. I think this item is so pretty, this table. It's something I never use because I feel like it's a very particular style, but I think it came out pretty well in the end. I also used this little poof, which I believe is also from Movie Hangout Stuff, and used it as a little table. So we're going to be putting the tray that came with Tiny Living on it that has like the books and the candles and this yellow swatch. I think it's just so cozy and cute. I really, really enjoyed this build. I think you can tell, like I mentioned, this is just one of those ones that like I got sucked into and I was so excited to continue. So hopefully it comes across that way. But here we are in the bathroom. I'm just using the same tile that we did use in the kitchen, and pretty much everything from Jungle Adventure except for the toilet is from Tiny Living. And it's very simple in there, but I like how it came out. It's just very blue. I do add another like little dresser over here to have extra space to put other clutter on. I'm not sold on how it looks. It sticks out a little bit more than I'd like it to, but I really wanted to have that little extra piece of clutter of the basket of towels over there. So I did leave it in the end, but that's definitely something you can get rid of if you don't like it. And then here we are adding the laundry basket and the wash tub outside because I had already added the laundry line outside, but I forgot, I need other things in order to do laundry. But here we are into the one and only bedroom in this house, and it is using this beautiful bed from Island Living. I really liked the yellow on it, and I really mostly wanted it for the frame of the bed. So that's what we went for. And then the bedside table, I used a chair. lots of wicker in this house. I really enjoyed that. And then these beaded curtains. It's just a very different color scheme in here. We have like pops of yellow and red throughout the rest of the build, but this room is like the yellow and red room. And I really like that because it's just got a very different vibe than the rest of the house. Not really a different vibe, just a different color scheme from the rest of the house. So I quite enjoyed that. Just using some of the rugs from Laundry Day. That's still a pack I use constantly. I feel like Laundry Day and Tiny Living have got to be my two favorite stuff packs. I don't know which order they're in anymore because Tiny Living is just so good. But anyway, we are coming to the end of the video here momentarily after we add some lighting and some last minute decorations and stuff. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'd love to have you join us. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. But here we are just finishing up these last minute things in the bedroom, a couple little things on this shelf, and then we'll be going into screenshots. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.